Hey guys, welcome back to another brand new video and thanks so much for tuning in. Today's video is going to be all about how to run your life like a business and why doing this is so important to creating financial success for yourself and ensuring that you can achieve all of your goals. I'll break this down into 5 really simple steps, and I'm also going to pin a comment down below with the timestamps to each individual one so that you can easily skip backwards and forwards to the bits that interest you the most. If you find the video helpful, then go ahead and let me know by hitting the like button. It takes just a couple of seconds to do, and it helps me to see which of my videos you enjoy the most so that I can then continue creating content that's useful for you in the future. So hopefully we all understand that a business that doesn't have a plan or take any action to improve and get better is almost certainly going to fail. And this reality is exactly the same for us as individuals. It's far too common for people to just coast through life, moving from job to job or place to place without any real purpose or goals that they're trying to achieve. And the unfortunate truth is that short of winning the lottery, this just isn't going to result in success, whether that's financial success or success in any other area of life. We can all learn a lot from businesses that have been successful. They've all got a mission or purpose that they're trying to achieve. They all carefully plan out how they're going to achieve that purpose, and then they go out into the marketplace and make it happen. So here are the 5 steps that each and every one of us as individuals can start using to run our lives like a successful business and make sure that we accomplish all of the goals that we set for ourselves. The first step is to define the purpose or goals that you're trying to achieve. Businesses all start with long-term and short-term targets or objectives that they want to accomplish within a set period of time. And the short-term objectives are usually the small steps that a business needs to take in order to meet its longer-term objectives. As individuals, we should all do this too with our finances. So take a good look at your financial position and figure out where it is that you want to be in 12 months' time. If you're currently in debt and you want to be debt-free in 12 months, then make that your long-term goal. And your short-term goal should be something that feeds into and helps you achieve the long-term goal. That could be something like earning an extra £100 a month to put towards your debts, or just spending £100 less per month so that you can put the difference towards your repayments. It's important to make sure that hitting all of your short-term goals will then result in the long-term goal also being achieved. So for example, if you owed 5 grand, then saving just £100 extra per month isn't going to get you debt-free in 12 months' time. In that case, you'd need to either adjust your short-term goals to earn or save more money, or if that's really not possible at the moment, then the alternative is to expand the time frame of your long-term goal. But just make sure you don't make it so easy that you aren't pushing yourself to improve. Once you've set out the goals that you want to accomplish, the next step is to create a plan or strategy to get you there. All successful businesses have plans to give them the best possible chance at achieving their objectives. And this is usually broken down to detail the exact actions that need to be taken in order to accomplish those goals. For example, a business's longer term objective might be to increase its revenue by 120k by the end of the year. And their short-term objective could then be to break that down into a smaller target of say 10k a month or roughly 2.5k a week. From these goals, the business can then look at what it needs to do in order to generate that extra revenue. For example, if this is a business that sells shoes that retail at £100 per pair, then it knows that it's going to need to sell an extra 25 pairs of shoes every single week in order to hit its weekly revenue goal of 2.5k in extra revenue. That can even be broken down into a daily sales target of about 3 to 4 pairs of shoes per day, which is much easier to measure and track than the long-term revenue target of 120k. Once the business has this level of clarity, it can choose the precise ways in which it's going to try and hit those goals, such as running advertising campaigns, opening stores in new locations, or even making deals with other retailers to sell its products. So at an individual level, once you've set your long and short-term goals, then spend some time planning out how you can achieve them. So if your short-term goal is to make an extra £500 every month so that you can hit your long-term goal of making an extra £6,000 this year, then you can look into the best options to help you do that based on your specific circumstances. If you've got money to invest, then you can choose to hit your income target that way. Or you might prefer to start a side hustle or even just get some part-time work. But whatever you choose to do, having a plan is the only surefire way to hit your goals. The third step is the action step. Go out and execute on your plan every single day. This doesn't take a great deal of time to explain. You set your goals, you figured out exactly what you needed to do in order to hit them all, and now you need to get out there and follow the plan. If your long-term goal was to quit your job in 5 years' time and be working for yourself, your short-term goal would probably be something along the lines of starting your business and growing your revenue. And your plan for doing that might be to start developing the prototype of a product idea that you've had. So get started. Time waits for no one. So as soon as you've got your plans in place, start building some momentum and taking steps forwards towards accomplishing your goals. Now, step 4 is to track your progress against your goals. And you do this by regularly checking back in with the plans you made to see how you're getting on. The last thing you want is to get 6 months into executing on your strategy and then realize that you've gone way off target. So the way to avoid that is to take some time every couple of weeks to look back at your plan and see if you're making the right level of progress towards achieving your goals. This gives you the chance to evaluate how things are going, and if needs be, you can make adjustments to your plan. No matter how much planning and preparation you put in, things are always going to come up that you didn't anticipate. So you have to be able to pivot and adjust your plans if needs be. Using the earlier example of someone whose goal was to make an extra income of 6K a year, let's say that person had built up some savings and decided that the way they were going to make that extra money was to invest £120,000 into an investment that paid out an annual dividend of 5%. That sounds like an ideal solution because this investment would pay them a dividend of £6,000 a year, which is the exact amount of money that they were looking for. But what happens if all of a sudden the company that they invested in decided to cut its dividend down from 5% per year to 2.5%? Clearly, that individual's income would halve from their target income of 6K a year all the way down to 3K a year, which obviously means that in order to hit their goal, this person's going to have to change the plan. This is the importance of regularly tracking your progress against your goals and giving yourself the opportunity to make changes when things don't go the way you planned, because otherwise you could well end up missing the target. And the 5th step in the process is to make sure that you're keeping in control of your income and expenses. Every business keeps financial records showing all of their income and expenses, and when expenses are too high or income is too low, it completely cuts off the business's potential to grow. And the same is 100% true for individuals. If you spend more than you earn, you will never be wealthy, no matter how high your income is. This is why budgeting is really important for all of us. In order to be able to see where you're spending too much money, you need to know where all of your money is going. And having an up-to-date budget is going to help you to keep track of your expenses and easily spot areas that need to be corrected. Similarly, if all of your expenses are completely necessary, but you still don't have anything left over at the end of the month, then you'll know that the problem lies in the income column. And with that knowledge, you can start figuring out some ways to earn more money. What this step boils down to is that in order to achieve financial success, you need to have a surplus of income, and budgeting is the only way to keep on top of that. So there you have it. I really hope you learned something new here, and do feel free to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought of today's video. Also, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. It only takes a couple of seconds to do, but it really helps me out and it helps the channel to grow and reach more people too. I post a brand new video right here on the channel every single week, so if you want to be among the first to be notified when a new video drops, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also turn those notifications on by clicking the bell icon down below, and you're then going to be notified as and when new videos are released. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you right back here next time.